You're listening to Saturday Morning Media. And now, back to our show. Elf-Centered is made possible by the Saturday Morning Media Patreon patrons. To support this show and hear new episodes before anyone else, become a patron. Head on over to patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media for more information. And thank you for your support. Inside, we're not outside.
Yeah, well, they tried to talk us into it, and I was like, no way.
Too cold.
If we're, look at everybody down there. They're all bundled up, and it's July, and they're all bundled up. They're all.
Even the reindeer are cold. Look at them.
I know they're shivering.
Shivering. No, I'm glad we're inside our toasty, warm studio.
Me too. Well, welcome to Elf-Centered, everybody. My name is Gavin.
I'm Beatrice.
I'm Gary.
And it is time for the big July parade to welcome in July and the official start of summer. I mean, it's still June technically right now. It's the last day of June. But this is our big Welcome to July parade. And we are honored to be here broadcasting live from the parade route.
Yeah, this is very exciting. We've never done this before. Usually either Mrs. Claus does it or...
right, Mr. Barrow does it. He did it a couple times, but then the views were real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think after our years of broadcasting on Elf-Centered, they have finally allowed us to do this, and I'm really excited.
I think it's our celebrity has grown to a high enough element to allow us to do it.
Maybe next year we could be the Grand Marshals. I mean, I don't want to...
Well, that means we'd be outside.
I know, but if we could have a float, we could have little heaters in there.
Yeah.
Some faux fur.
Yeah, I love it. I think
faux
it's a
fur rugs.
Fantastic idea.
Yeah, not real fur.
Now, Gary, you have marched in this parade before.
Yes, I have. Yeah, I was majorette. So I had a baton and I did a lot of twirling. That was like years ago, but I have marched in with my high school.
When I was a kid, my parents would make a float, whatever the theme was, would make a float. Like one year was aviation, and they dressed me up as the guy from Around the World in 80 Days, and they made a little balloon float that they put, but just out of a wagon. So I was at the tail end of the parade. I'm not like the fancy floats you guys are going to see coming up here very soon.
Oh, look, it's she was on our show, the Dingler.
Oh, there she is. Maribel. Yeah. Hi, Maribel. Does she see us?
I don't know.
Look, she's dingling up a storm. People clapping along.
Wow, she knows how to move it.
I am really... How do you... Wow. I'm a little flustered, Gary. How was your time over at Maribel's house learning to dingle?
Yeah.
Oh, it was great. It was great. Yeah, it was great.
Have you been back?
Maybe.
All right. Well, I wish that we didn't have these soundproof glass here so that we could actually hear the dingling. Do you have any insight on what song she's playing?
Well, she's. I think it's an Elton John cover, "Candle in the Wind." I think it goes along with the theme because this year's theme is interesting. I know that it had some different choices and people voted on it. One choice was the Ferris wheel tragedy, which I thought would have been interesting, but not
good idea for parade.
Dark.
Theme.
It's kind of dark.
Yeah.
And then they had different modes of transportation, because they had the sleigh and the reindeer and the dog sled, and then I think it was just like, well, there's only 3, so
right.
That wasn't enough. Then they had like different kinds of candy, which is which is better because there's tons of kinds of candy.
But what theme did they decide on that this Candle in the Wind goes right along with?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know? You didn't figure out. We're the commentators. We should know the theme of the parade.
Well, I thought you had it written down on a piece of paper.
Maybe Oh, wait, I do have it here. Oh, it's candles.
Oh.
Candles.
Here I thought modes of transportation was going to be too narrow.
Well, it's Candle, and there she goes. There's Maribel dingling away. Well, and look, there is Hortense. She is keeping everybody in line. I heard that this was her idea. Like her idea for,
Well, her idea for the mayor to have the idea.
Right, exactly. I mean, we've had this parade for a super long time.
Yeah.
But it was her idea to have the parade, the July parade, on the last day of June. It was her. She was like, let's get a jump on it.
Right. She wants to go forward.
Well, efficiency is her middle name.
Right. Well, here comes another float. First float.
Look at that. It is wax drippings. Look at that. It almost looks spooky. This would be a great Halloween parade.
Yeah.
Because of all the candles and the dripping and...
Looks like pools of blood.
Well, look, there are a couple of the elf children are running away in fear.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, that's a little ghoulish.
Oh, look. They're getting caught in the wax.
That's not...
Oh, the wax is covering... Oh, no. Somebody get the...
Oh, look, they just blew out the candle. They blew out the candle, so it's... I mean, a giant candle is a good idea for a float if the theme is candles, but actually lighting it, you could create a flood.
Yeah, that everyone gets stuck in, and then it's like a macabre wax museum of elves.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now, Beatrice, I heard that you were down where they were building the floats, and you were talking about what kind of flowers were being used for the floats. Could you tell our listeners at home what some of those flowers were?
Well, in keeping with the candle theme, they were going for a lot of white flowers. So there's some gardenias, there's some lilies, some calla lilies, which, calla lilies are kind of associated with funerals. So that's why some of these floats are looking a little
macabre.
A little macabre, yeah.
White carnations.
I wonder if some people wanted to have the Ferris wheel tragedy, the whole tragedy as a theme, and so this is, with the flowers, they're kind of paying tribute to that.
It is kind of paying tribute.
There was some pushback about that because there was a neck and neck kind of thing between the Ferris wheel tragedy and the candles in the wind.
Right. Oh, well, here comes the North Pole High School Marching Band. Always one of my favorite parts of the parade.
I love
Look at their high stepping. That is their drum major, who is actually Wendy Park. She is the drum major, and she is a freshman. Can you believe it?
No,
she's a freshman,
she's so
already
talented.
drum major.
Yes. I already know
talented.
it. She's. I did a little. I showed her some of my ElfTube videos, and I sent her the links so that she could see, some drum majoring stuff with the baton that I was doing, and I can see that my videos have paid off.
Yeah, look at she is really throwing that baton high. That's great that you're mentoring the kids over at the high school. I like that, Gary.
Well, yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. Oh,
look, it's Crispin.
Oh,
look at that outfit. Oh, that's astonishing.
As much as I would love to be Grand Marshal, Crispin certainly deserves to be Grand Marshal.
He does.
Is that pleather?
He is wearing pleather. I like the way it lights up. I've never seen, you see clothes like that light up.
And he's wearing this headpiece of, it looks like icicles that are, reflecting the light. It's just like a sparkling, like he's wearing a giant diamond on his head. He looks amazing.
Did
well
you know
done,
that
Crispin.
he does all that? He recycles all of those items. He sees Crispin sees it online, like some fashion event, and then he will recreate it out of things that is in his own home.
Wow, he is a jack of all trades.
He is.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he's Grand Marshal next year and the year after.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should put Crispin on the ballot for mayor when that comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not that the mayor isn't doing a good job right now.
The mayor's doing a good job.
Yeah,
The mayor's doing a good job. Oh, this is what I've been waiting for. Oh, it's Mrs. Claus and Santa.
Always. Hi. I don't know if they can see us. I think the window's tinted on the outside.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, look at the cheers. People love them.
Yeah.
People love them so much. I don't know, Mr. Santa Claus, I mean, he looks like he might be a little... Like, it just looks like this parade might be an imposition. Like, he's waving, but, like, Mrs. Claus loving it.
Oh, yeah.
But he's like, I have other things I could be doing, it seems. I mean, I hope he doesn't hear this and get mad at me.
He almost looks like he's asleep.
Wait, is his arm on a string that Mrs. Claus is pulling, and that's how he's waving?
I think he's asleep.
I think so.
Well, he works
From up
hard.
here, you can tell that he's.
Well, is this like his special time he gets off? I know he takes him every so often, every couple of months.
His me week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be his me week.
Well, look! She's got a t-shirt cannon, and what is she shooting out to the crowd? She's shooting something out.
Are those marshmallows?
Oh,
maybe there are her homemade marshmallows.
Oh well, people are catching them in their mouths, so they must be.
I hope so, because
Yeah.
t-shirts would not go well.
No.
And there's Krampus. Krampus is following behind Santa. Krampus is here.
Wow.
Look at the children scurry from Krampus.
Yeah.
They do not want to be. He's dragging those chains.
Is the door to the studio locked?
Yeah, I don't think he can get up. He's got to go through the security check and everything.
Yeah, well, it's Krampus.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I was just gonna check it.
You're going to go down there?
No,
Oh,
he's
you're going to check
checking
the
the
door.
door.
Checking the door.
You're checking the door. All
I've
right.
done a few things that I don't think he wants. I don't want him to come up here.
He's pointing up here.
Gary, sit down.
He can see through the tinted windows for somehow he can... I don't know who he's pointing at. I hope it's not me. Let's wave to him. Oh, look, he's waving. He's smiling. He's point. What is he mouthing?
Pointing.
You're next.
He's jangling his
Maybe
chains.
he means we're next to be Grand Marshals. Maybe that's what I'm going to assume that he means.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna assume too. You know what happens when you assume.
Here comes Mr. Barrow with the workshop unit.
Yeah.
He's leading the workshop. You look at the precision hammer drill unit. They are hammering, and other people are lathing. And
Look, there he is. He's firing someone.
He's firing. Yeah, well, it wouldn't be a parade without a firing.
Yeah.
Right. Oh.
Oh, look.
Now they're crying.
Oh, look! Now they're like he's putting a coal bucket on their head, and he puts them in. They're on roller skates, and so he shoves them down. And if I bet there's a coal chute part of this.
Well, look at he's rolling around. The elf that just got fired. He's rolling to the next unit, which is the coal union, the coal teamsters union. They are coming in. Your brotherhood, the Brotherhood of Coal Miners. And now he joins them. So that's kind of cool. You get to march in two different two different things.
And it's not like he was unemployed for that long. You can't even claim unemployment.
Yeah, you go right to something else. Look at them with their pickaxes gleaming in the sun. They really polished those up.
Too bad they didn't wash their faces. But I guess that's part of it. If you're a coal worker.
Actually, I have some information.
A point of pride.
I have a little card on that one. It's actually, because it's from my shop, it's actually very dark cocoa powder. It was for makeup. Oh. So that's why they smell delicious. The guys smell delicious. And the guys. They all smell delicious.
So it's like a costume they're wearing.
Yeah.
There's Pedro with his jar of mayonnaise.
Hi, Pedro.
He can't see us. It's this tinted window. Next year we should not have a tinted window.
Right.
Wow.
I think it would. If we can bear the cold, I think it would be interesting to broadcast from the parade route.
It would be to get all the atmosphere and the people and their cheering and all that kind of stuff.
The noises. Yeah. Although, I mean, I can faintly hear some things permeating, but it's hard to distinguish. That could just be the reindeers snorting.
Well, speaking of reindeers, here they come. Look at them. I mean, we've got reindeers around the parade route, but here they are, the 8 tiny reindeers, Santa's own personal team. They look groomed. You know, I will say they don't look as nicely groomed as they have in years past.
Yeah?
Well, shucks.
But look at them. There's, you can name them all. Why don't you name them all there, Gary?
Oh, sure. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Franklin, Mixon. Then there's Corey and Chicago.
Oh, I have some of the B team, the substitutes are there.
Oh.
When will Chicago ever get a run? Will Chicago ever get a chance to fly?
I don't think so, because Chicago is laid down in the route.
Oh, no.
Well, Chicago's only got 3 legs, so it's a little more awkward for him to walk this route.
Oh, he's eating something. What is that? Oh, marshmallows.
Some leftover marshmallows.
You know, dummy.
Well, and here is, as always, you have the reindeers. What do you have following behind? The pooper scoopers. Here they are, because you do not want reindeer poop to get frozen in the streets.
No, it's lethal.
Yeah, no,
I mean, those are like speed bumps.
Right. Well, they also they're little pellets, and so they are like marble. So if you try to stop your sleigh on top of a pile of scat,
yes,
frozen scat, you slide all over the place because they scat like a goat, like a goat. They have little, they're like Cocoa Krispies.
Well, that's not an association I necessarily wanted to make.
My cousin's older brother. One time they took her out to the fields, and they're like, "Oh," and he said, "Hey, look, there's Cocoa Krispies," and she picked it up and go ahead, eat it, and she did, and wasn't Cocoa Krispies.
Yeah, I have a very similar. My grandfather used to take my cousins and I camping. And we came across a pile, and my cousin said, "What is this?" And he goes, "Oh, those are smart pills." That's what my grandfather said. He says, "Smart pills." And my cousin's like, "Well, I want to be smart." So he ate a bunch, and he goes, "These taste like poop." My grandfather says, "They're working already." So that's a true story. That is a true story. Well, and here it is, bringing up the end of the parade, ladies and gentlemen. Look, it's the little elf children with their floats, and they're all dressed as jobs they want in the future. Look at them. They're so cute, and they're all carrying candles because it fits in with the theme of the parade, which was kind of lost in the middle there for some reason.
I was wondering.
But look there's some miners, there's some yo-yo testers.
Yo-yo testers. You know what I don't see? I don't see any shoe salesmen down there.
No, you're probably right about that, yeah.
Also,
but look, there's one that looks like Hortense.
Well,
wow, it's even got the bushy eyebrows painted in that mole.
Yeah, ooh, look, she's pushing somebody, she's bossing somebody around.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like it's a little mare.
That's funny.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic Welcome to July parade.
Yay.
This has been a wonderful time. Before we sign off, of course, we wanted to give you the weather. Tomorrow you can expect some snow, and continuing on with some more snow and some more snow for the rest of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to this special Elf-Centered, where we're covering the Candle Parade, the Candle Welcome to July Parade. My name is Gavin.
I'm Beatrice.
I'm Gary.
And thank you all for tuning in. Next year, I think, is our year. I think we'll be Grand Marshals.
Yes.
If not, I think we definitely should be down in the route.
Yeah, well, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Amongst the people.
Yeah.
They need to see our faces.
And also with the This episode of Elf-Centered was completely improvised by Jayne Entwistle, Chris Sheets, and Grant Baciocco. Did you know that the Elves recorded this episode while doing a live video stream exclusively for the Saturday Morning Media Patreon patrons? If you'd like to check out this video and future live stream videos, consider becoming a patron. Why? Because Elf-Centered is a production of Saturday Morning Media and is made possible by the Saturday Morning Media Patreon patrons who've gone to patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media and set up a monthly pledge for as little as $1 a month. Huge thanks to Shay Stewart, Merle Lafferty, Chuck Peterson, Dale Gadania, Stephen Staver, Jackie Climo, Melissa Crawford, Dave Slusher of the Evil Genius Chronicles, Mike Coughlin, Dorothy Baciocco, John D., Kathy Crawford, Brian Greer, Carrie Whitney, Chuck Tomasi from the Technorama Podcast, Chris Foster, Stephen Ing, Clinton of ComedyForecast.com, Vicky DeVries, Mike Wabshall, Twitter user Butts and Gear, aka Wildcat, Eve Cunning, Mike Hamilton, Gaston Moreno, Reed Loveland, Ivan Asquith, Vanessa Whitney, Peggy Etra, Kristen Hogan of Squid Friends, David Akers, Zoe Palladino, Ellen Multari, Christopher Harris, Rachel Jackson of Vox Fabuli Puppets, Carolyn Weisner, John Petty, Rachel Hansen, Darcy Prevost, Fernando Torres, Ron McAdams, Perlicue Magic, Jason Domer, Lee Barrett, Casino Skunk, The Misty Minute, Peter Capesser, Night Gig Studios, Joelle Rechtfertig, Adrian Rose Leonard, Earth to John Francis, RJ, Ginger J. Fitz, Megapodtastic, Paul Brunel, Jamie Hitchcock, Catherine Hannaford, Alan Gratz, Rachel Gibbous, John R. Donald, Jude Major, Miss Maudie and her buddies, and Molly Smith. If you'd like to support this show and the other fun content from Saturday Morning Media, become a patron. Head on over to patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media and set up your monthly pledge today. You can also tell a friend about the show or leave the show a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you so much for listening. Elf-Centered is copyright 2018 Saturday Morning Media, Grant Baciocco, executive producer, all rights reserved. www.SaturdayMorningMedia.com. You've been listening to Saturday Morning Media. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.